everyone, it's your girl Nami. As you can see, my eyebrows are not it, so we're going to just jump right into the video and I'm going to zoom you guys in. We're going to be using the Goof Proof Brow Pencil by Benefit in the color 4.5, and I'm just going to be brushing through my brow hairs. I like to set the brow hairs in place and kind of arch the ends because that's how I'm going to be filling my brows in. Next, I'm going to take the pencil and I'm going to underline the bottom and the top of the brow because I like to make the shape before I just start coloring my brows in because I don't want it to go crazy. Even though it is going to look a little bit messy, but we are going to conceal that later. So now I'm just filling in my entire brow after I have made the shape, and I don't really make my brows too dark to begin with, but you can make it as dark or as light as you want it to be. I'm just going to brush the hairs down now to make sure that they're still in place, and I'm going to be filling in the sparse parts of the brow that I think I missed, and you're just going to keep playing with it over and over, filling it in until you think that it looks right. So now I'm going to brush through the front of my brow because I don't want it to be too dark compared to the rest of my brow, and that kind of like takes some of the color off. And that is how my brow looks compared to the other brows so far, and you can see I am very pleased with it. So now I'm going to be taking the LA Girls Pro Concealer, and I'm just going to put a little bit of it on my hand. I don't put that much because I do end up wiping off the excess anyway, so you don't want to waste product. And I'm going to use this angle brush that I do not know the name of because it did break, my bad, but I'm going to dip it into the concealer and I'm just going to wipe off the sides of it because I don't want to use too much. So I'm going to underline the bottom of my brows with the concealer. I don't go too close to the brow because I don't like my eyebrows to be too thin, but I just go a little bit underneath so it can cover all the mistakes I made but not make the brow that I just made smaller. So now I'm going to wipe off the excess that I have on the brush, and I'm just going to use the side of the brush to brush down the concealer because I don't want to have too much on the top. So I'm going to blend it into my eyelids so that way it can be a more natural look. And then you know I gotta go in with my fingers because it's a lot of work to do it with the brush. I'm sorry that my fingers are crusty, but that's just how it is at the moment. I'm so sorry. And I'm just going to go back in with the brush to make sure that the top of it where it meets the color is blended because I don't want it to look like I concealed it, even though I did conceal it, but just keep blending until you get it right, you know. Now I'm going to brush the top of the brow because I'm getting ready to conceal the top. So I just dip it in and I wipe off the excess again. And I hold my arm because I'm not stable. So it's very hard for me to get it stable. So I do hold my arm. But I am going to just conceal the top of the brow. I do the same thing like the bottom. I try not to get too close because I don't want it to be too thin and I fix it later. But I just conceal it into the shape that I want it. So I'm making kind of an arch shape. And then I'm going to take the side of the brush again and just blend the color into the top of my eyebrow. And like I said before, you guys already know makeup's best friend at times can be your finger, just to blend it in and make sure that, you know, you're looking right.
Hi. Hey, I'm waiting for Stephanie to do my eyebrows so it could look like hers. Bye.
So that is how my eyebrow is looking so far. I'm really happy with it. And the other one is not it. So I'm going to go do that off camera, and that is what it looks like after I do both of my brows. I'm going to be using this Benefit brow gel, and I'm just going to brush those hairs to make sure that they do not move after I'm finished with my look. And that is how it looks, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, then go ahead and subscribe and leave a like below, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.